Hello and welcome to my FA Cup Roundup show. Thanks so much for tuning into this one. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the video. The first game we're going to be talking about will be Sunday's fixtures. Crystal Palace took on Tottenham in the 4 o'clock kickoff and won 2-0. Connor Wickham scoring his first goal since 2016 in the 9th minute, followed by Andros Townsend's penalty after a crazy handball by Kyle Walker-Peters, and that did indeed make it 2-0. Townsend converting the penalty just before half-time. Foyth was fouled and he had a chance. They had a chance to make it a 2-1, and Trippier missed the penalty, put it wide. And that is how the game remained. A very good win for Crystal Palace. Put together some really good performances in the last couple of months. A great game at Liverpool, and without some mistakes from Speroni, they probably could have got a point, maybe even won that one. They obviously beat Manchester City, and also they ran another great performance against Tottenham Hotspur. Next game is the one that's just finished between Chelsea and Sheffield Wednesday. Now, just before the opening goal in this one, Sheffield Wednesday were given a penalty after Palupsi was fouled by Ethan Ampadu, and this one went to VAR, and VAR rightly ruled it out. Ampadu got to the ball first, nothing wrong with the challenge at all, and a few minutes later, Azpilicueta, he had a foul. He was fouled. He was basically stood on, and the penalty was given. Willian scored the penalty. In the second half, another 2 goals were into the back of the net. Hudson-Odoi got the second one, and then Willian, 7 minutes from time with a lovely finish, made it 3-0. So Chelsea easily into the next round. But go and have a look at Saturday's fixtures, and we saw some shocks, which is always fantastic to see. That's what the FA Cup is about. The first one we'll look at is Derby County and Accrington. There wasn't a shock here. Barlaser, he was sent off after an hour. He's sent off just booked in the 3rd minute and then sent off in the 60th minute. 2 challenge. I thought the second one was a little bit harsh, but yeah, he was given a red card. Waghorn scores from close range with around 10 minutes to go, and then Bogle was sent off for a straight red in the 90th minute, bringing Smith down. That was a clear and obvious red card, and Bogle will miss 3 games for that awful, you know, he was running through. He had to make the challenge and pull him back, but that is a red card all day long. Go to the 3 o'clock games. The first one was Brighton versus West Brom, and this one finished 0-0, and they will need a replay at the Hawthorns. Brighton had probably the better of the chances, but didn't convert any of them, and it finished 0-0. Probably a good performance and a good result for West Brom. They'd have wanted to be in the hat, and they are in the hat. They'll have to have a replay, but they'll be delighted to be in the 5th round draw. Next we go to Doncaster and Oldham, and what a day for Peter Clark. Clark actually, the first goal was a Ben Whiteman goal from close range. It took a wicked deflection off Clark, and yeah, he ended up putting it in the back of the net. He got the equaliser 6 minutes from time, and then he was at the forefront of it again when a ball came in, and he handled the ball and put out for a corner, and the handball was picked up by the linesman. Penalty was given, Whiteman converted, and then Clark was sent off. So he received a booking for the penalty, and then also the second one was for pushing the goalkeeper. It was really harsh. I really don't see what the goalkeeper what he did to the goalkeeper. I really didn't see it on the replay. I don't think that should have been a sending off. But Doncaster, with 2 Ben Whiteman goals, entered the 5th round. Apparently that's the first time since 1963. Next we go to Manchester City, who put 5 past Burnley for the 2nd time this season. Goals from Gabriel Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, a Kevin Long own goal, and an Aguero penalty sealed the win. Kevin De Bruyne was brilliant. 1 goal, 2 assists. He was absolutely brilliant. He was everywhere and looking like the Kevin De Bruyne of old before his 2 injuries this season. Absolutely fantastic from Kevin De Bruyne. Middlesbrough played Newport. This one finished 1 apiece. Ayala gave Middlesbrough the lead 6 minutes into the second half, and it looked like that was going to be the end of the game. But right at the end, Matt Dolan swept in, and he was there after the ball came out loose in the penalty area. He tipped it home. He was born in around that area. He supported Middlesbrough. He came through the Middlesbrough Academy, and there he was to equalise. Newport aren't dead yet, and that is an absolutely fantastic point, and a good draw, and a replay will be required, and that's a hard place to go. We've seen Tottenham struggle there, Leeds struggle there, and of course Leicester City struggle there in recent seasons. That'll be very difficult for Middlesbrough. Watford went to Newcastle and won 2-0, goals from Andre Gray. Nice finish from Andre Gray. And then Quina got down the wing and crossed in for Isaac's success right at the end to make it 2-0. Disappointing from Newcastle. They always seem to struggle in the FA Cup. It's been a situation for a while now when they always struggle. They barely passed Blackburn Rovers, and then this one was too far, and Watford won 2-0. Watford will be pleased to be into the next round. Next we go to League One, Portsmouth, and Portsmouth played QPR. Brown opened the scoring for Portsmouth after 63 minutes, and there was a scramble in the box around 10 minutes later, and there was Nahki Wells to make an equaliser. That's how it remained. A very good game, quite end to end. And Portsmouth, I think they'll be happy that they're still in the draw. But I'm really looking forward to the replay of this. It could go either way. And, you know, Portsmouth went to Norwich and won. There's no reason why they can't go to QPR and win. I still think they'll be quite confident they can get something from the replay. But that one did indeed finish 1 apiece. Shrewsbury Town will be absolutely kicking themselves after the game against Wolves. Doherty opened the scoring in the second half with a lovely goal deflected into the top of the net. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done. Luke Waterfall from a corner made it 2-0, and it looked like that was going to be the final result. Jimenez hit one back just 4 minutes later, but you assumed it was going to be a Shrewsbury win, and a Shrewsbury shocking local neighbours really, Wolves. But right at the end, Matt Doherty, the wing back, headed in the 93rd minute to equalise, and it finished 2-2. A replay there. I think this one will be on the telly. I hope it's on the telly. Shrewsbury definitely deserve some FA Cup money for this tie. They didn't get on because of the replay against Stoke, but I think the replay will definitely be on for sure. A brilliant performance from Shrewsbury. Very unlucky not to win. We go to Swansea next. Swansea beat Gillingham 4-1. Gillingham obviously beat Cardiff, but can't get past another Welsh side in Swansea. Oleg McBurney scored 2 goals in the first half. Reese got one back just after half time to make it 2-1, and then a Selena goal, an absolutely brilliant strike, made it 3-1, and then Mackay made it 4-1 just before full time. Very difficult on Gillingham. Tough game, tough place to go, and they got battered in the end. And then we go to 2 big shocks. Now, Millwall faced Everton, and Richarlison opened the scoring after 43 minutes. And Everton were poor in this game, in my opinion. Lee Gregory equalised on the stroke of half-time. Tosin made it 2-1 6 minutes after he came on in the 70th minute, and it looked like Everton were going to win the game. And then the controversial moment came. 3 minutes after that goal, Cooper with a handball into the back of the net wasn't picked up by any of the officials. Now, it was played on the big screen, and everyone could see it was handball. Unfortunately, the officials aren't allowed to really go with that, and they've got to go with what they think, which is a really bizarre rule. But VAR wasn't in action here, and that goal stood. And right at the end, Murray Wallace with the goal, and Millwall got the victory. And this isn't the first time Millwall have shocked opponents. It's happened time and time again in recent years. Unfortunately, there was some violence at the game, which is no surprise, and there was somebody stabbed across the face, or slashed across his face. Hope he is okay. There was also some horrific chanting at the ground, and I hope those people are sorted out and banned from football for the rest of their life. And then the last game on Saturday before we move to the Friday games. What a game this was. AFC Wimbledon and West Ham. Appiah scored the opening goal on 34 minutes, deflection, and it took a deflection and made it 1-0. Wagstaff made it 2-0 just before half time, and then big changes came. Felipe Anderson, Fredericks and Lucas Perez all came on, but none of them made an impact. It was Wagstaff who made the impact right in the start of the second half. He made it 3-0 and it looked like all dead and buried. Lucas Perez got one back before Felipe Anderson's beautiful free kick. 3-2 with 20 minutes to go. I was expecting an equaliser from West Ham, but in the 88th minute, 2 minutes after Civic come on, Wordsworth, with his second assist of the game, a beautiful, beautiful ball in over the goalkeeper Adrian, and there was Civic to head in and make it 4-2, and it was game over for Manuel Pellegrini's side. An absolutely beautiful FA Cup tie. What the FA Cup is about. They are very, very poor. They're struggling in League One, but they have beaten a very, very strong West Ham side. Look at the teams, the players in this side. We had Diop, Masuaku, Obiang, Noble, Snodgrass, Andy Carroll, Chicharito, and then coming on we had you know, the likes of Felipe Anderson, Fredericks and Lucas Perez. That was a very, very good side, and it was a crazy result, one that I did not see coming. Finally, we're going to have a quick talk about the games on Friday evening. First off, Bristol City and Bolton. So Mark Beavers opened the scoring for Bolton, which surprised me. 6 minutes on the clock when that happened. Callum Aldalda equalised just 2 minutes later. And on the half an hour mark, Iliasson scored a lovely, lovely goal to make it 2-1. And that is how it remained. Disappointing once again for Bolton. But Bristol City marched on. They are on fire. And, you know, nobody would want to play them. They knocked out Manchester United in the Carabao Cup last year. They're playing and winning every single game. I think that's 6 wins in a row. And you don't want to play them in the next round. They are going very, very well. Finally, the tie of the round finished 3-1 to Manchester United. On the half an hour mark, the game sort of turned. First off, after 20 minutes, Socrates got an injury and Mustafi came on. And this was a common theme. Sanchez opened the scoring going around the goalkeeper Lukaku with 2 assists in 2 minutes, and then Lingard scored 2 minutes later to make it 2-0. He started doing the moonwalk at the Emirates, which is he always seems to dance there. Aubameyang got one back before half time, and then just after the hour mark, Koscielny went down with an injury. Lukaku, I think his stud caught him. It wasn't. It was clearly accidental, and he came off. Guendouzi came on, and then Granit Xhaka was playing at the back. Martial, I think it was a shot from Pogba, saved, palmed out by Peter Cech, and there was Martial to make it 3-1. I felt like he was probably at fault for most of these goals. Probably should have tried to catch it or palm it away somewhere else. And then the other two, he was slow getting down, and he's just probably the right time to retire, unfortunately, for Peter Cech. What an amazing, amazing goalkeeper he has been, but unfortunately his time is probably over at the top. And that is all of the scores. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I will be covering the draw tomorrow. I hope there will be good draws for the likes of Wimbledon and Doncaster, who are through. I always hope for great draws for the lower league sides. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.